That's never been done before. I may be biased, but I'm from Brooklyn, so what?
Yes. Y'all supposed to be the most excited. Oh.
There's an electrifying storm brewing in the heart of Hollywood, and guess who's at the center of it? The impeccable Denzel Washington. And if the whispers in the industry corners are anything to go by, Spike Lee is shouting, "Run!" at the top of his lungs, warning Denzel about the imminent cyclone headed his way. We're about to witness something colossal. Sources close to the situation hinted Denzel, a figure we've cherished on our screens for ages, might be on the verge of unmasking some of Hollywood's murkiest enigmas.
I'm up here to say thank you to God for giving me this ability, for blessing me, for shaping me.
Now, it's no surprise that Hollywood isn't all sunshine and rainbows, but Spike Lee, a filmmaker never afraid to ruffle some feathers, has been particularly vocal about Denzel's audacious endeavor. In a gripping revelation, Lee reportedly said, "Hollywood may glitter on the surface, but there's a world beneath, laden with untold stories." What could this possibly signify? We're all on the edge of our seats, waiting for the drama to unfold.
Small minds discuss other people. Gossip. Good minds discuss.
After the buzz around Spike Lee's recent comments, it's evident that the bond between him and Denzel Washington isn't just recent. It's deep-rooted and historically significant. Take, for instance, the 2019 American Film Institute Award. Spike Lee had stood up, all fervor and passion, articulating the colossal role Denzel played in smashing Hollywood's racial cliches. Lee had succinctly put it, "Denzel symbolizes our black manhood," underscoring the actor's monumental status in an industry steeped in racial preconceptions. Taking a trip down one of cinema's most iconic lanes, Lee zoomed in on Washington's portrayal of Malcolm X, proclaiming, "Your Malcolm X was beyond compare. We've never seen such brilliance." This wasn't just a nod to Denzel's genius. It was a powerful counter-narrative against the often superficial roles reserved for black actors in Tinseltown. The connection between these two, more than just professional admiration. Both hailing from Brooklyn, their shared roots have been a cornerstone shaping their career trajectories and worldviews. Denzel's voice has always echoed loud in the corridors of Hollywood. He's constantly challenged the industry's whispered assertion, black-centric films don't resonate globally. Yet, with his tenacity and unparalleled skill, he's pierced through these myths, spotlighting Hollywood's latent biases.
You hear often that black actors, black movies don't play well overseas.
In a tumultuous era where Hollywood frequently finds itself on the ropes, grappling with allegations and revelations, Denzel Washington reignites the age-old conversation on racial bias. Building on from where we left off, it's important to note that Washington didn't just vent. He presented data, retelling and debunking the deep-rooted myth, black movies don't sell. Taking a renewed lens to Denzel's statements, he decisively remarked,
because they used to say it didn't sell over here. Then it does. Then it said it doesn't sell in the South. Then it does.
In short, Washington's comments have taken a sledgehammer to the flimsy facades Hollywood hid behind, exposing their habitual inconsistencies. The indomitable spirit of Washington was further illuminated when he revealed his mantra, "I just kept pushing." Instead of succumbing to the restrictive stereotypes, he saw them as hurdles he was destined to leap over. "I've been at the Oscars in every position you can think of," Washington explained, putting into sharp focus the mercurial nature of Hollywood's most glittering night and the unique challenges black actors often face. "I didn't just ponder fairness, I experienced it," he added. While recognizing the evident disparities, he refused to be pigeonholed by them. His journey from a backdrop of modesty to the Hollywood Walk of Fame isn't just a testament to his talent, but a shining beacon for every aspiring actor who's been told, "You can't." Echoing a sentiment that resonates beyond the glitzy walls of Hollywood, Washington quipped, "If you're hunting for excuses, they're easy to find, be it in race or elsewhere." His clarion call was unmistakable. Let not bias, however pervasive, deter you. Persevere, push, prevail. As our chat with Washington was winding down, he dropped hints of donning the director's hat again, but also candidly admitted acting paid the bills. A stark reminder that in the glamorous world of Hollywood, pragmatism often walks hand in hand with passion. In essence, Denzel Washington's powerful narrative goes beyond mere words. It challenges an industry's age-old dogmas, shaking the very foundations they're built upon. And while Spike Lee's persistent endeavor in highlighting racial disparities is noteworthy, it's the synergy of voices like him Washington's that amplify the message. Together, they remind us it's not about the roles you're given, but how you play them. And play them, they do, with unmatched finesse. But the duo of Spike Lee and Denzel Washington aren't the only crusaders in this battle. As the seasons of Hollywood evolve, more actors are raising their voices, challenging the systemic racism ingrained within the industry. Terrence Howard's dramatic exit from Hollywood last year took many by surprise. His roles, such as in Hustle Flow and as the magnetic Lucius Lyon in the hit series Empire, showcased his versatility and gravitas as an actor. Yet, underneath the limelight, Howard grappled with constraints that threatened to stifle his artistry. His exit wasn't a silent retreat. Howard didn't mince words about the confines he felt within Tinseltown, voicing concerns over the misrepresentation of black men on screen. The man has been demonized, he remarked during a charged interview, insinuating that Hollywood has been fostering a narrative that compromises the integrity and image of black men. The weight of these roles, often steeped in stereotypes, weighed heavy on Howard, who felt the pushback when he opted for integrity over complacency. His stand, while commendable, rendered him difficult in the eyes of some industry heavyweights. Flea's repeated confrontations with Hollywood, particularly the Academy, resonate with an eerie familiarity. The 1990 oversight, Where Did the Right Thing was overshadowed by Driving Miss Daisy, was a stark testament to the Academy's reluctance to engage with more challenging, socially pertinent narratives. Decades later, history seemed to repeat itself. Despite Black Klansmen shining a spotlight on pressing racial issues, the top Oscar honor eluded Lee once more, instead favoring Green Book. Yet, Lee's triumph in the Best Adapted Screenplay category was a hard-earned win, a nod to his resilience and ability to overcome Hollywood's biases. Spike Lee's consistent battles, Terrence Howard's disillusionment, and now Denzel Washington's revelations all underline a seismic shift in the very bedrock of Hollywood. While we celebrate the milestones, it's essential to heed the cautionary tales that accompany them. It's evident that Hollywood's sheen often masks a realm of complexity. Denzel's upcoming disclosures, championed by allies like Lee, might be the catalyst Tinseltown needs to reevaluate and rebuild. And as this storm gathers momentum, one thing is clear: the future of Hollywood will be penned by those brave enough to challenge its past. Yet, the conversation goes deeper, branching into other facets of Hollywood's representation of Black actors. Amid the grandeur of Hollywood's most celebrated productions, a pattern emerges that's been discussed in hushed tones yet resonates loud and clear. The frequent portrayal of Black male actors in cross-dressing roles sparks debate, presenting a curious case for examination. Dave Chappelle, a comedic giant with unparalleled acumen, illuminated this underlying concern in a candid chat with Oprah Winfrey.
Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress.
Chappelle's uneasy memories of his time on Blue Streak, alongside Martin Lawrence, brought this pattern into sharp focus. He reminisced about the palpable pressure he faced to don a dress for a scene, a demand he vehemently declined, leaving us pondering, what is it with Hollywood's obsession with placing black men in dresses? While characters like Shanann Jenkins from Martin and Medea are adored, it's imperative to assess the potential perpetuation of stereotypes these roles might harbor, potentially chipping away at Black masculinity's portrayal.
Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to me." Yeah.
But Hollywood's spectrum isn't limited to a singular narrative. The ever-versatile Eddie Murphy, for instance, embraced these roles, bringing to life female characters in movies such as The Nutty Professor and Norbit. These films, underpinned by Murphy's genius, turned the box office registers ringing, suggesting that audiences found merit and entertainment in these characters.
So now we had Big Mama's House 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses.
Yet, the narrative morphs and evolves further as comedian Cat Williams adds another dimension to this ongoing discourse. He pondered with piercing insight.
Possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress. And if that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress.
Williams' observations veered towards Kevin Hart, another industry stalwart, drawing attention to Hart's choices and likening him to a puppet maneuvered by higher industry forces. Instead of launching a direct offensive against Hart, Williams clarified,
At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
His assertions weren't merely critiques. They stemmed from a personal journey, a trajectory he believes remained unblemished. "I've stayed true to myself from my first show to the last," Williams proclaimed, highlighting a career that, in his eyes, never compromised dignity for stardom. Hart's response, however, underscored a sentiment that's been lacking in the industry: unity. In the face of growing dissent and criticism, Hart echoed, "True professionals know the value of mutual support." His words underscore a vision of an industry where discussions don't spiral into divisions, and differences pave the way for more profound conversations. The curtain rises, revealing not only the performance, but also the intricate workings behind the scenes. From Denzel's potent revelations to Chappelle's candid confessions and Williams' introspective commentary, the clamor for change in Hollywood's racial landscape is deafening. And as the plot thickens, the power lies with those audacious enough to question, challenge, and rewrite Hollywood's script. Wow, talk about a behind the scenes expose. But we're curious to hear from you. Do you believe Hollywood is on the brink of a significant change? And why do you think Hollywood has this recurring theme of placing black men in dresses? Does it uphold a stereotype, or is it just harmless entertainment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more explosive insights, and until next time, keep the popcorn ready and your minds open.